Hi everyone, this is Red with RedDragonLeo.com, and happy Memorial Day to all of those falling lost souls that are out there. Hopefully they have made it to the next life and are living the high life. Maybe they are in another body on another planet that has free energy and doesn't have the monetary slavery system that we're in right now today, where we can't live without money. It's truly sad. You know, you think about it, you go back over, I don't know, 150 years ago, you didn't have to have money to survive. You could live off the land. You were truly free. But the crooks, the bad guys, the powers that be, the Illuminati, whoever you want to call them, the evil ones, got us addicted to money. Just like you get somebody hooked on drugs, you get them addicted to crack. Well, we're addicted to the monetary system, crack. It's we can't live without it. We can't live without electricity, water, gas. It's truly sad. Nobody knows how to live off the land anymore. So we have to take this money and we have to gamble it away in the stock market. And so for all the bears that lost a bunch of money here on this ramp job up, my condolences to you. I was fortunate enough to not be in any position at that time, but I have lost many times in the past, so don't feel alone. I feel sorry for some of my other fellow bloggers out there who really got shell-shocked here when the market took the elevator up instead of taking the stairs like it normally does, which this is just clear manipulation, 100% gap up, gap up, gap up. There's just nothing but manipulation there. We should have probably seen that coming when Ben Bernanke said that he would do whatever it takes, blah, blah, blah. In other words, here's another injection of stimulus money, gang. Go to town, rob the bears. That's what they did. This is just an insane move. It's crazy here, but it could still go a little further. It's not going to just roll over and tank. I don't believe. It might do one of these numbers here, and trying to trade sideways for a while, like this right here, and just chop, 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 chop. I kind of think that's what's going to happen next week. We got light volume. I think we'll probably maybe dip down a little Monday or something just to work off some of the oversold conditions. Maybe fill this gap. Then go back up and chop, chop, chop. I think they're going to make a run for this top here, this triple top. But I don't think they're going to get past it. I really don't. The VIX here, and this is Cobra's blog, by the way, and his charts, who's very, very good. I respect him a lot. He's he does a lot of analysis that compares past patterns and statistical stuff that I can't keep up with, and he does a great job at it. And you know, he's pretty much saying the same thing here. We're getting close to a top. You know, we could go up here and hit the 200-day moving average. Of course, if you hit that, you're going to go through it, and you're going to chop, chop, chop around here with the triple top. And this VIX is eventually going to come back up. There's no question about it. It's getting oversold. But it could spend all of next week, really. It could spend all of next week, you know, chopping around up here in this area. Chart pattern guys got this zone marked, but I think it'll drop back, maybe fill this gap, work off some oversold conditions, rally back on up. I don't see it falling down to this 105.39 area right off the bat. That's just probably too big of a move down. But, you know, when you think about it, this was too big of a move up. This was insane. This was just clear robbing the bears, robbing all the people who went short here, faking them out with this head and shoulders. There's a link on my site to a blogger who went back and looked at all the past head and shoulders patterns over the last few years, and some other patterns that Thomas Bolkowski has on his chart site, and a lot of those are no longer valid. According to his statistics, the head and shoulders pattern only works out about 50% of the time here recently, in the last, I don't know, a couple years that he went back on his, if I'm not mistaken. I think he said about 50%. So about half the time this thing works out, and the other half the time they just ram it on you. And that's exactly what they did here. And, you know, obviously this is a rising wedge. Obviously we're massively overbought. But again, with it being this overbought, we'll probably dip down, roll over, dip down here, recycle back up later in the week. I just don't see it crashing next week with 9/11 being on Saturday. Our turn date is 9/12 on Sunday. That's our major turn date. So, you know, you've got the daily pushing up. So, you know, if you go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 days on that, we should have that thing rolling over. And I'd like to see it just kind of just get up here and get stuck, just get range bound and not go anywhere. Basically, go up here and trade sideways, make it look like a bull flag, but it won't be. The bulls might want to get on board, and you know, and the bears will get on board, but you need to probably just wait till the end of the week. I really don't see much happening tomorrow, Tuesday through Friday. I keep thinking it's Monday, tomorrow's Monday, but today's Monday. So, you know, you just got to look at that. They are gaining in strength here. I think it's just going to it's going to die off. Here, the ADX line is, you know, they are crisscrossing here, showing trendlessness. So that's why, another reason I think we're going to just kind of chop up and down here. Neither one of them is gaining any strength here. Basically, the ADX line is the difference between these two lines, and they're together, so it's not going anywhere on the daily. So I just think it's just going to chop around next week. And just like I had said on one of the videos, I thought it was possible that we'd go up here and hit this line on the weekly, and then retrace back. But I kind of thought that we would not do that this week, that we'd do it next week. But it looks like they, you know, did it last week, and that's mainly, I believe, because of the options expiration. If you look at well, it's not showing here anymore what the open interest was on that, but so I really can't tell you. But and it's deceiving anyway. Sometimes you really can't go by that to see the open interest. You can estimate it, but you really have to kind of chart it every day and look at it every day and see what's being bought and sold, and it's just it's very difficult. But it's a guessing game on where they want to close it. But obviously there was a lot of people that were short, and they wanted to wipe them out. They didn't want to pay them, so they rammed it to them. So crooks that they are. But again, here on the weekly, we are moving up. You know, I have to admit, if I was to look at this chart and just look at this right here, from here to here, this is a divergence, positive divergence, because the market has been going down while this has been going up. So that's a positive divergence. And this is rolling up, curling back up now. So, you know, when you look at it here, it does look like we're going to go up. Of course, you've got this death cross right here with the 20 and 50 moving average crossing, but that doesn't mean it can't crisscross back. Very similar to what we did over here. If you look back here, it looked like it was ready to cross, and then it went right back, and it kind of chopped sideways. Here it went down here, and we had a week up, a second week up, which could happen next week, and then a down week, and then a chop week, or sideways, and then it finally fell off a cliff here. That doesn't look like much from here to here, but again, this thing is not really to scale. That was actually, that was at about just under 1,500, looks like, and here looks like just under 1,350. So that was about a 150-point move. So those 3 weeks was pretty good. That would put us into the later part of September. So that's possible too. So it rejected right here. It curled back up. This trend line that Ron Walker's drawn in here on his chart is obviously very, very important. And if it breaks, I think then all hell's going to break loose, pretty much. So, but if you look at it on the monthly here, you can see that the monthly is just going up. It fell off a cliff. Now it's trading sideways. What do we call that? A bear flag. So down. So it went up, down. That's just how long is it going to do that? I don't know. It's going to fall at some point. I definitely think that. It could curl back up here and then roll back over. I just don't know if they've got the ability to hold this market up through the end of the year. Certainly on the manipulation factor, they have the ability to, and here's the spiral dates. You can find his link on my site. But certainly the Federal Reserve is likely to be bankrupt by the end of the year. And the United States might be declaring, or defaulting, I should say, on its debt by the end of September. Now that would cause us to sell off down to that Dow 8300 print. Whether or not it's going to happen or not, I don't know. But here's the 12th on this chart showing a major turn right here. So, and where I get that information from is from Benjamin Fulford, whose link is right here. Benjamin Fulford. You can read on this. They are, and this guy is somebody who is on the inside, knows what's going on, has many, many, many connections, knows all about the Illuminati, knows all the players on the bad guys, the good guys, and there's a lot of what he called white hats inside the Pentagon that are slowly arresting the gangsters inside the Federal Reserve and the criminals. And you should certainly read his stuff. And the plan to issue the new dollar called the Amero dollar is still in play. But there is a guy out here in this article. He talks about this guy, Daniel Bosco, who has over $1 trillion in financial instruments. This is money that they want to try to get out into the public sector to create free energy devices, to release some of the technology that they've got from alien contacts that has to do with free energy, and from scientists here on the planet that have figured it out themselves. But they've had cars that are run on water since the 70s. They've suppressed that technology. There's an underground city on Mars that is under a lake bed that has over I can't remember, over 670,000 people in it, including different human aliens, future human aliens, believe it or not. Yeah, Stargate SG-1, that it's based on real stuff. We have real Stargates, folks. So think outside the box. I mean, you got to sit there and think that we are not alone on this planet. If you want to learn more about what I've just told you, you definitely need to go and to the let's see, Project Camelot here, and you really should open your mind up to learn about what. And this lady here, Ashante Dean, she'll tell you all about the 2012 stuff that's happening. And as far as what I was telling you about there, you want to look up a guy named Dan Burrish, and he is here on the site somewhere. You can click on the Camelot Library there and look up Dan Burrish. But folks, we're not alone. This guy here is really good too, David Wilcox. Watch his stuff, folks. If you just open up your mind and realize that we're not alone. I mean, there's 100 billion planets just in this one galaxy, and 100 billion galaxies out there. I mean, we're not alone. So anyway, that's it. Good luck to all you everybody next week. See ya.